Hello everyone, this is Maria from mariascraftingcorner.com and I am super excited you're here with me today. We are going to keep working on our mini album skills. Actually, today's, hi Susie, how are you? I, it's always a thing when you get back to work after a long weekend and um, my I took, let me see, Friday off. And so, yeah, today was a little bit crazy at work. But hey, we're all here and that's all that matters. So I was saying we're going to be working on a mini album. I think you're going to love it, Susie. I am going to be using one of our sweets. Let me see. Yeah, I will be using all of it. Hey, Susan, how are you? Thank you for joining us. So we're going to give the others a couple more minutes before I start my spiel of what we're going to do today, because I kind of keep going back and forth and back and forth. But for now, I am very excited about the tomorrow mini catalog release for demonstrators. How about you, Susie? How is your list going? Because my list, let me tell you about my list. My list is growing big, and I am like, oh my god, I'm going to need to like do something, get another job to keep up with this thing. So I was saying we're going to be working on a mini album card. This is an A2, so it's a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. But it is, we have to be mindful with it because it's going to be a little bit thick. It has a little, it's not pages, I don't know, slots, I don't know how to call them, but it's super, super cute. So we will be using our, oh, thank you, Susan. I am so glad you're here. Oh, paper pumpkin is one of my favorite things. I can't tell you how much I love it. And doing the alternatives, it's actually really challenging because I've seen wonderful alternatives from other people, but they include other products. And I try to stick very strictly to what's in the box. And I gotta tell you, sometimes it's hard to get there with really creative options, I have to say. But it's going okay. So that's good. So we are going to start. Oh, that's good. Oh, I thought you were, Susie. I didn't know you were not a demonstrator. Huh, my bad. Well, let me tell you, the mini catalog, it's bad. I'm just telling you guys, it's bad. Oh my God in heavens, I seriously um, was able to look through it, and it's so cute. They are really putting out their stuff that I love. So, anyways, well, but then let's start with the basics. I am a Christmas addict. So, yeah, the basics. I really am a Christmas addict. I love Christmas. So, they have really beautiful stamp sets and papers, and yeah. Anyways, so we will be using today the Happier Than Happy, no, the Happy Forest Friends, I think is how it's called, suite. And I am making this mini album for one of my nieces whose birthday is in July. And so I'm working a little bit ahead of time, but that's always good, right? See, I'm right there with you, Susie. That's part of the reason why making sometimes the lives and the cards, it's complicated for me because I get, Susie knows, I have something here. I tend to go overboard. I'm like, oh my God, and I can use this thing and I can use that other thing and this die and that other die. And I'm like, I make them super complicated. And I think it's just because I really like it and I really like to make things that people will treasured. So I'm right there with you, Susie. I love it. So I don't know if you guys know about, it's called Friends. Okay, let me see. I think it's Happy Forest Friends. It's the sweet. And let us go to the crafting table so you guys can see what I am actually going for. Okay, so this is the paper. Sorry about the glare. I'm still working on a solution for it, but this is the paper, and yeah, I kind of chopped a lot. So let's see, these are the actual papers. Tell me that this is not gorgeous. So this is one. Thank you, Susie. I love it. Oh, I appreciate it, Susie, very much. Look at this one. I love it. And I have the feeling that the lady, because the stamp set is actually somebody's $1 million stamp. And I think she's from Colorado, from up here, because I swear to God, some of the things she puts in here is so native to us that I absolutely love it. Then look at this bear. Isn't it super cute? I'm in love with this thing. I'm a whimsical kind of person. I love about this paper that to me all of it matches with all of it. And sometimes it does not happen for all of our paper. Like it matches some pages or some pages matches with the others, but not all of them match. What's a paper chair? Well, these are, look at that, some extra paper. This is probably my favorite. I love this mountains. And we used it a lot in the cards. So this week I'm a little bit better prepared than we did last time. And Susie know what I'm talking about. Last time, Susan, my live was a little on the longer side because I just took forever to do it. But I was able to prepare ahead a whole lot more this time, so that's good. So this is the Happier Than Happy stamp set, and as always, I keep my dies right in here because I think it's the safest way for me to be able to find them when I need them, which is always. Oh, I didn't know about that. Maybe I should look into that. I will be using the Happy Hedgehogs, which is in our mini catalog, but it's also in our annual catalog. So all of the items I'm going to be using today, you're going to be able to get. And I'm going to be using the Charming Sentiments with its dies. Nope, I'm not using the dies. Just kidding. But the Charming Sentiments, because these two, they do not have a whole lot of sentiments in them. And it's a birthday, so I figured that I was going to use this one since I'm in love with it. Okay, let's get started. So same as always, I will have all the measurements linked below, and you will be able to download the free PDF tutorial on my website. I want to say a couple of hours after the live is done. Oh, that's a good idea. Well, I gotta tell you, Susan, this paper, it's gorgeous. I fell in love with it. But then again, it's very up my alley, the animals and mountains. And yeah, I'm telling you, this lady has to be from Colorado. Um, because it's just so familiar, right? I think her name is, maybe it doesn't say. Be that way. Oh, it does. It says Diane Demich, something like that. Oh, she's in Oklahoma. Maybe Oklahoma is similar to us, but it's, oh my God, I love it. It's lovely, lovely, lovely. Anyways, so we're going to be using the whole suite because I will even be using some of the ribbon that it comes with. And like I was saying, the PDF tutorial will be available for you guys to download in my website. I do think it's going to be a couple of hours because sometimes it takes me a little bit to load the stuff into the Google Drive and then the picture. It's time consuming. I can't deny it. So we're going to start with our beautiful and cleaned trimmer. People, I cleaned my trimmer. congratulations to me. It was looking a little rough, and here's still some stuff. So I decided that I needed to give her some loving this weekend, because after I did my other card that I'll show you later, yeah, it was looking rough. So we're going to start with that. And as always, let me show you. I have my cheat sheet here, so you guys have an idea of how it's going to look like. And so we are going to start with a 5.5 by 11 card. I mean, piece of cardstock. I don't even know what I'm saying. Mossy Meadow piece of cardstock. And we're going to score. We're going to have several scores. So we're going to start scoring at 4. I'm really looking at my measurements here because there's a lot of things in here to work with. At 4, we're going to score. Okay. We go 1. Do put some pressure into it, because we really need those folds to work well, to be, what would be the word, to really fold well. I know we're going to, go with the bone folder or whatever, but sometimes when I was doing the other one, I really had to put effort into it. So we have to do that. Then we are going to score at 4.25. And then we're going to we're going to move up here. We're going to score at 8.25. Just making sure I got the right 8 there. Oh my gosh, Maria. And then we are going to score at 8.5. Okay. And I'm going to look to see, I think this 4.25 is looking a little feeble. Okay, so this is our basic. We are going to go ahead and score now and fold them now, just so we are done with that. And we're just folding valley, valley, and then same here. Whoops, let's do it backwards, probably much easier. Valley and valley, okay? And let me bring the bone folder so we can put some definition in here. Oops. And what we're leaving that half, that quarter, I'm wondering if I should leave more. Let me see. I'm checking my measurements here. Oh, this looks like a quarter. Let's see. And if it's not, we can cut this real quick. No, it is a quarter. So if I hope it fits. So part of the problem is that when we start putting all our add-ons into this, oh, yeah, Charming Sentiment, Susan, is absolutely worth it. I think it's really useful because it has not only all those sentiments, but the dies cut the words as they are, and I love that. And finally, it has some candles and some stars and hearts. Like, it has some extras to it that I love. So this is how our card is going to look like. It's going to look like almost an envelope. And we definitely need to leave some space in here so everything fits when we close it. When we put all the add-ons, let's call it add-ons. Okay, this is the first one. And the second one, it's going to be, I'm still a little concerned that it needed to be half an inch, but we're going to go with the inch and we'll go from there. It's fine. The next thing we're going to do, so I have these two pieces. These are 5.5 by 4. And we are going to, I'm going to tell you guys. So this one is going in, we're going to score it, and it's going to go on the side. And this is one of the panels that go in on the bottom edge. I just left 1 and 1 because really we need 2 of each, but we're going to have them Oh, yes, fussy cutting and I are not very good friends. um, we are going to we're going to do identical pieces, and so we don't really need to do them both on the live, just to make time a little better. I We're going to take this one, we're going to score the one on the side, and this one will be scored at 1/2 inch, and I am using the 1/2 inch because in my last card I had used 1/4 inch, not in the last one, in the previous one. And you know what, I decided that she's awesome. I love Lisa. Lisa is my, how do you call it, upline, I think. Yeah, Lisa is my upline, and I absolutely love her. So in my card, not my last card, my previous card, I had used only 1/4, and you know, God, I felt that it was not enough. So I definitely decided to increase that by a half, by 1/4, not by a half. And so that's one of the reasons. And the next thing is, so we scored there at 1/2, and we're going to go to 3 and score at 3. Now the next thing we're going to do in this panel, and that was a little, put some effort into it, Maria, is we're going to go all the way. So this is 5.5, so to 5 3/4. If you're very good using the trimmer, which I recommend to whomever you're at, let me move this trimmer a little bit back here, is to learn to use this. I am going to trim off about 1/8, and I'm going to trim off about 1/8 because when these close into the card, then it will, like, it will get up here, and then it won't close correctly. Like she says, ask me how I find out. Right? So yes, I love her. She's the reason why I became a Stampin' Up demonstrator. So and really I was going to start being just a hobbyist, and I'm still really, I mean, I've made a few sales here and there, but the reality, let's face it, I am not selling, and I don't live off this. But I do love two things. I love the community. The Stampin' Up community in general is pretty awesome. Or maybe her group or her team is pretty awesome. And then I love the fact that you get to buy all these beautiful things. Oh, my love. Oh, that's cool. That, you know, that kind of makes sense. It makes sense, Susan, if you know, if you're not a demonstrator, that you can go back and forth between whoever. So good for you. Good for you. So going back to the card. I know I get too distracted. Guys, tell me, focus on the card, or we're never going to finish. So this one is going to go in here. We're going to adhere it here because I already just have the other one in here ready, completely ready. And then we're going to go to this one. So we're going to go, this time we're going to put it on the smaller side, and we are going to score at 1 or 1/2 inch. Sorry, not 1. Whoops. Okay. And this friend, no, I don't think I need that trimmer anymore. We'll go in here. Okay. So that's, let's get started with that. I am going to really fold and give it a good burnish to my folds here, because they really need it, otherwise they won't behave well. And the other one. Okay, so these you will have to do twice, and this one you will have to do twice. And now that we have that, I'll bring, look at that, this is the first, the other side, this will be the, what is it, the right side. So like I said, it's my little niece, and so this is done, and this is how it's going to look. When it closes, it's going to look like so. And so we're going to decorate this one together, and then the one in the back is, let me bring it up here, already done too. And it is, so this one will go here. This is part of, let me move this in your view. This will look here, and the one that we just scored will be placing it in here in a way that this will form kind of a scene. I am a scene addict. I have to admit that. I love making little scenes. That's, I guess, one of the reasons why I love this paper. So let's start putting our pieces together so it makes a little bit of sense. I'm going to start with the outside of the card just because it helps me, absolutely helps me to guide what I'm doing. I have these already pre-cut and scored. Again, all measurements are down below. This is just a little piece of the designer series paper. It has personality on its own. You don't have to do anything to this piece really. And we're just going to put it in here. And see, I'm thinking, oh no, I'm okay. Sorry, I'm still concerned that I may have had messed that measurement with the quarter, but guys, wish me luck. Okay, I'm going to use my Stampin' Seal Plus. I am going to say this for the edges, for the flaps. I think that using the tear and tape or glue may be better. I am not a good gluer. I am way too messy. And for the live, it's a little bit, slow because it takes some time to really dry. So we're going to center this as best as we can in here. And then we have this one that goes in here. And we're going to put some Stampin' Seal Plus. You have really, there's a lot of pieces to the card, but a lot of them, are more or less the same size. There's a few difference in a couple, but there's a lot of 5 and let me see, 5 3/8 by 3 7/8, and I like to work with eighths. So the next one would be 5 1/4 by 3 3/8. Well, you know what? That's good. That's a good thing. I didn't know you could either. So when I am making, this one really does not have a whole lot of a a direction. But I am going to glue this thinking that this card will close up here. And so this will be showing in here. And then it will be showing this will be showing in here. So I need it to look this direction on this side. I hope that makes sense. So if I am thinking I like this up because this is so prominent in the drawing that when I put this, it's going to look like it's going up because this is the closure. Okay, so let's go with these. Okay, and I always say as best as you can, just remember this is made out of love. And now we are going to, I did this so I didn't forget. You guys don't laugh. So somehow, for some reason, I always forget that I want to put some closure with ribbon. I don't know why. It's just the weirdest thing. And I always forgot because I already glued this. And so we're going to have to work this out. Oh, maybe from the inside. So guys, don't let me forget that. But I put it, so I'm like, Maria, don't forget the ribbon. Don't forget the ribbon because that's very important. So I did have put some tear and taping here, which I have to say, I really love my tear and tape. It's just so much slower when you are working on a card, right, to take the backings and whatnot. And so what we need to make sure is that we put this correctly. So this has to go this way. So we'll put this friend here, right? And then, and this is for the whole thing. We don't need the whole thing. I just got more or less calculated what I was going to need. We're going to put, whoops, my Stampin' Seal Plus that is being rebellious today. I'm not sure why. There it goes. And actually, there it goes. We are going to, yeah, make sure we have it right. And now we, I'm seeing a little bit of it. We place it there in center. At this point in time, my eyes are very well trained as to what an eighth looks like, and so it does not take a whole lot. So this is going to close like so. We are going to create a hole from here. Don't do what I did. Let's get my scissors. I'm just going to cut a bit, and hopefully we are able to, and I'm going to use glue for this. So guys, wish me luck. Ching ching. And that's how you fix your mistakes. Okay. Is this even leveled? Yeah, good enough. We can put it, since it's not really glue, or it's glue, we can put it a little bit. Can calculate it. That was supposed to be done before I actually lock the thing. So there's that. But you guys know, if you've been here before, you know I'm not like completely perfect in these things. So this is going to glue like so, and we're going to put the little foxy one of them, and I know the colors, it matches with our Calypso Coral, but I thought that the Cajun Craze kind of do a good job with it. See, like if you see, I don't know, maybe it's my eyes, but we're going to put this last because I don't know if you guys know about these wobbler. So we're going to put, remember that this is for a kiddo. She's going to be 4. So I'm going to glue this so the little fox moves and it's going to be wobbly. And that's just because, again, you know, she's my little niece and I just love her. So we're going to move forward. Okay. For whatever reason, and we can cut it, but I am leaving this one without, or I did that in the one I made. We can cut something else if I find it needed, that I need it. We're going to go ahead and glue this one so it gives us an idea of what we need to cut afterwards. And we are going to use our Stampin' Seal Plus, and in this case the silicone craft sheet is going to be a lifesaver, I think, because I really want to put 2. And you know that you can always kind of help it with your fingers so it makes it inside the line. And since I don't do anything straight, I don't even apply the Stampin' Seal Plus straight. I don't know you guys, but it's just not, it doesn't work with me. Okay, so we got it all the way there. This is how it's being easier for me. Don't ask me. I don't know if it's going to be easier for everybody, but I just hold it with my hands. I try not to get too sticky, and that's why I left. I'm not sure who I'm showing all the way there. I left a little bit on this end that is not sticky, so I am able to maneuver these end better. And so like so, with both hold, this is still showing. Let me see, sorry. I just don't want it to be a mess at some point. There you go. We're just going to align between all 3 areas. So align along the edge and along the scores. Does that make sense? And once that we feel sort of sure, then I know that I can keep this one. This had a little bit of glue, so I moved this one, and then I know that I can now push. Now that I feel confident that's going to look good, okay? So this is the first flap of the card. And then we are going to decorate the next one, which is right here. And yes, I have these already cut and ready. again, last 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 video took me a little bit longer than I was hoping for. So we're going to need 2 Sahara sand for here and here, and actually that means that you need 4 pieces of Sahara sand in this case, of whatever cardstock you're going to use. You're going to need 2 to put in here, and then 2 for the other one. And then I decided that I wanted this one different, and you can see it here that I just used some designer series paper and then put some sentiment in there. And what I did is, let me show you. I did these already. So using those sentiments from Charming Sentiments, I used a woohoo and just cut our little fox, and I had already used this die cut. Again, this is beautiful. This die set is really, really glorious. It brings a lot of little tiny, and I'll show you. And you know, guys, that I always like cut tons of everything. Like I made several bears and several foxes and several owls. I just don't know what's going to happen. And so I tend to overdo it that way. So we have these, let me make sure I have the right ones. Very important to make sure I have all the right pieces. But this is important because they are already cut, so they're going to fit or not. So this is not it. Haha. So this one is the one that goes here. This one goes here. And then we'll have the same idea as we did in the other one. We'll have a sentiment that you will open to. And see, I was doing this incorrectly. So I need to move this the other way because this opens to the left. Ta-da, Maria! I was just about to mess up. Very common, very common. And then I want this one here. Let me make sure I have my pieces right. And then the back is going to be 2 of these. Ah, yes. See, you know what? Since you're doing that with have you looked into the, how's it called? I'm so bad with names. Robots. That kit. I keep thinking that I want to get that one for my niece, for her to play with, because I think it's just such a great option, you know. Okay, so these 2 are the ones that go on the back, on the outside. And why do I chose that one? Because I want, let me show you this here. When you close this, this is going to look like so. And so I do want the mountains to show. That's one. And then I'll have this one to show in here. So when you open, you'll have both trees and trees. Okay. Let's put that there. Let's start gluing this thing up. See, guys, I'm talking too much. Okay. Oh my God, I really love, this has got to be awesome to work with kids, because it's got to, I don't know, I just feel that they are so enticing for kids, right? Or those like us that are kids are hard. Because I have to say, I absolutely love this set. Like, I am not kidding, I love it. It was actually, you know how when we got the, oh, thank you, Sissy. You know, when you got the when we got the ability to look at the, oh my God, come on, Stampin' Seal Plus, work with me, to look at the catalog. This was actually one of my favorites. I was like, oh, I love that one. And there's a couple things I love. The combination of the Mossy Meadow and the Old Olive and this light yellow, which is so saffron, and you know, the Calypso Coral, like those colors, they look so good together. That's what I would say. And now we're going to glue our friend Oh God, Stampin' Seal Plus, work with me. I mean, we always have blue. And we're going to center this as best as we can. And I'm telling you, I just changed it. I don't know why it's so rebellious today. And this one goes here. Okay. And so we have that we are going to attach here. So once open, you will have like all of our friends there. I love it. I just think they're so cute. They're so stinking cute. I can't help it. Okay, let's do this other side. I did find out the hard way, you would say, that some of the tear and tape from other companies is not as good as ours. Just putting it out there in case, you look. Of course, before I became a Stampin' Up demonstrator, I used to have like all sorts of stuff from whatever I could get them. And I was really disappointed at one. I realized that my project was literally falling apart. So that was disappointing. That was not cool. Anyways, just putting it out there, girls, so you guys know. Okay. And so out of curiosity, Susan, which video did you watch for Paper Pumpkin? Okay. Oh my God. There it is. So now we need to glue these, and we're going to do the same thing. Let's cross our fingers that Maria is able to do this sort of mostly straight. There. Oh, no, not there. Well, at least it's a little bigger, so I think that when it's bigger, it's better. Okay, so again, if you guys notice, I try not to go all the way to the edges, so I'm able to utilize both fingers, or at least one of them, where I can hold these to be able to place my panel, and then make sure it's aligned, and then we can release them. And we can go over. You can, once you're happy. Oh my God, I almost had a heart attack. I thought I misplaced it. Gosh, I swear to God. Okay, so this is how it's going to look. Uh-oh, that one needs a little bit more loving when it's closed, right? So this is part, and that's what I was telling you guys, that I was concerned about the closing because we still have a little bit to go. And so it's going to be like a little, how do you call it? Like a little book kind of setting. Okay, so that's what we got. Now, this, which is already, I told you, it's already in. Oh, well, thank you. And this is, so this one, I looked for something that would match when you close, because what's going to happen is this will look like so. So in my world, right, this has to match with whatever is here, because you'll be looking at that, and with whatever is here. So looking for something that it's a little less, what would be the word? Busy, although this is quite busy. It's a good idea. So we're going to do this. Okay, my Stampin' Seal Plus and I are just not having a good relationship today. And yes, I'm putting 2 of them just because I want to make sure that it's gonna like stick. And again, get them on the edges so they don't get sticky, or they don't stick immediately to the cardstock, because the Stampin' Seal Plus is hard to undo. And once you're happy, just go for it. Okay, now we're going to decorate the next flap, which is here. And yes, I have it all cut up. I told you guys I was trying to be good today. So what I did is I took this side and this side just because I love the combination. And so what we're going to do, where's my friend? It's a continuation of this scene. Let me see. So this is the flap panel. This is going to go like so. And when she opens, she's going to have this little scene. Okay? That's how it's going to look like. So let's go ahead and glue these. And of course, because these is cut from the same paper, it will just match, you know, the cuts if you want. And I'm not even sure if you were able to see what I was talking about because it was so off the camera. So this will match, you know, kind of where the trees are going to. That is really not important, but Maria wanted it to match, so it's doable since you're just cutting pieces of the same paper. I guess. Anyways, okay, these Stampin' Seal Plus and to me are not really enjoying each other today. So we are going to put this one in here. And I have for this one, and let me see if it's out here or where is our friend. Well, like I said, I have here in my little tin bin like all the things I could. So I did several tries with the bear, as you can tell. So the bear is already full, right? Like you stamp it and it already has some of the even some of the shadows and whatnot. I obviously had to play with it because you know how life is. Obviously had to play with it. So I was trying to use some espresso, early espresso here, and I didn't love it. I like this one a little better, so I used some soft sweet suede and the Sahara Sand, and just to create a little bit of extra, you know, shadows. And let's see. And this is just the Sahara Sand, how it looked. I think that my Sahara Sand is too full, or you know, has too much ink still. So these are the ones. I really like this one better. So I'm going to put this friend here. And I know that technically it's not right, because it would be like he's flying away. Because, you know, I guess that's the you know, the earth is, it's right here, but I still like it. So we're going to go with a flying bear. I'm okay with that. And in spite of my need and love for dimensionals, I'm not using a whole lot of dimensionals on the outside, obviously on the inside, because I don't want it to grow thicker. I'm going to use glue for this one just because my, what's his name, it's really struggling. My Stampin' Seal Plus is really fighting with me. And so, let me bring this here. We're going to have the flying bear, and I'm going to put it like in the middle, like so. And I'm going to base him off here. Okay. And I did think, to be fully honest, at some point to cover this with some extra paper that looks like grass or whatnot. But, you know, really part of the issue is that it will get thicker on the, can we call it hinge? Well, it will be thicker in here, and I didn't want to risk the folding. And now we're going to decorate the next. So this next piece, we have to be mindful of two things. The first one is, this will be looking like this. So these, when it opens, needs to match these two others. You know, I'm kind of an OCD person for these things, so I can't help it. And the other thing is the direction, right? So we have to, just as we put these in the bottom and this looks up here, we need to put the flap on the top and know that we have to, that would be, that this is the direction. I hope that makes sense. And for this one, I use this because I really like these reds. And again, I'm using a lot of the Designer Series paper that is so gorgeous as part of, you know, to do the matting or to do the layering. Wait, right one? Yes. Must have been that I didn't put that correctly or something, because it's really being mean. And I know I said this, if you leave these two sides, the Stampin' Seal Plus is strong enough, but if you leave these two sides, then it will help you maneuver the piece of cardstock or designer series paper in this case to be able to layer it, you know, make it easier when layering it. And you know, always when you have oh God in heavens, when you have designer series paper that have some direction, be mindful that you're putting it the right way, because it would be disastrous if you don't. Well, not disastrous really. It'll be disastrous in a life. The reality is, if you're doing it in your car, in your room, and with your time, it doesn't really matter, right? But if you don't want to start cutting another piece and getting it all together. Okay, so let's go ahead and use our crafting. I always say crafting, our silicone craft sheet. Oh God in heavens, Maria. Anyways, we're doing 2. It was not, can you guys see that? Let me see, maybe if I do this. Isn't it that ridiculously funny that I can't even hold straight the Stampin' Seal Plus? Anyways, what a crafter, huh? So that just tells you how useful the trimmer is. Okay. And what we're going to do, let me move my friends out there. We're going to put these, it's there, and align it with the fold, here, okay, or the score line. And that's a little bit easier. And there you go. So this will open like this and like this. And now we just have these 2 other pieces to decorate. Woohoo, Maria! We're almost there. We're almost there. So I chose this happy bear to put in here, partially because it has them all the colors and everything. Yes, this is cut correctly. Good news. Okay, this was not my best job aligning, but now I guess I'm just happy she's 4 years old and she won't complain about that. So we align these here. I don't know why I'm rushing. I'm trying to make it not too long. And we need to stamp this, and this will go here. Now, I want to say something. I did create a little pocket. I have it here. All you really do is score, and this is a 4th and a 4th and a 4th, right? And cut it in pieces. I still have a little bit to go, so I was going to show it in here. This piece is 4.5 by 3 1/8, and then you'll just score 1/8. But I just want to make it so it's not 2 hours long. So I want this because I have, of course, already done some little tags with the tailor-made tags, which I love. And I just embossed this wishing you everything wonderful and put these 2 pieces in there. Really? I didn't know that. I've never seen that one. Yeah, I don't know why it's fighting with me today. What the dealio, huh? So these 3 will go inside their little pocket, and then she can pull some of the friends out just for fun. Okay, so I'm going to use this one since it's already made. It's a little bit like in the logical, and I want to put it in here actually. No, in here. Let's put it in here so she can have some fun with these little tags. And let's go ahead and stretch those friends. And you know what, guys? I'm just going to use Starin' Tape. I know it takes a little bit longer. So this is just a bonus. You know, I love, so two things, Susan. I love the glue because it's really good. I love it because of that. I don't like it because I'm messy with the glue. It's like this 2-year-old that found glue, and you know, like instead of putting it delicately, I just the whole shenanigan goes in. It's just, yeah, kind of ridiculous. So that's one thing. The second thing is the glue takes its time to you know, dry, and so it is a little bit complicated when you're making lives. I honestly have used a lot my tear and tape. I really like tear and tape. I have to say, very, very much. And I just don't use it because you have to remove the paper backings. And when you have this many pieces, and of course Maria has to have all the freaking many pieces, then yeah, it makes it a little longer. So I chose to have the Stampin' Seal Plus because it's, you know, kind of makes a little bit of sense. Okay. So in order to align this correctly, or as best as possible, I'm going to start with the one at the bottom and look at, they're sort of mostly in the middle. Hopefully it is straight. And I am using this edge to make sure it's straight. I guess you're right without that one. And now, kind of what I did tell you guys before, let's move these. So the edges are not glued or tear and taped. And wait, this is not working as I expected. And we are going to do it slowly because we don't want it to be messed up. Okay, there it is. And now we are going to put our tags in there. And I did have even a little piece already cut, but since, you know, I'm in a live, here it is. Why would they be ready? And here are my, actually, these are my, you know, it's so funny. I think I have learned to make it work. Glue is just a disaster for me. Let's face it. I am not going to lie. It's just a disaster. And I'm okay with that. You know, you just suffer it through and use whatever extra. And it's mostly for the lives, really. Okay, I'm just giving a quick knot because as I've said before in another couple of lives, I really, these scissors are not too excited. I really can't make bows. You guys imagine that? So I found out that I'm not good making bows. Okay, let me bring the lady. So we're going to put this one here. Yeah, it's been a fun thing. I've even, you know, like when you, Lisa, by the way, has one chart where it shows you how to make bows. Very efficient. She does it like in 3 seconds and a half, right? And I am not able to. So let's face it, I am not going to try to make a bow while I'm in a live. Just, you know, I don't embarrass myself. And you guys, it's just so funny to me that I can't make a decent bow. So this kind of knot works perfectly okay. There's always a way, right? So we're going to go ahead and cut that one. Oh my God, I can't even cut today. And this other one. And we have, so we're hiding some presents for her there. And that would be great, that area would be great to put a, what's the name of this thing? A gift card. But she's too young for gift cards, so she will not really, I don't want to say she would not appreciate it, I guess, but she would not really understand what's going on with the gift card. So I decided just to make it fun. Okay, don't sweat it, people. We're almost done. We're almost done. At least Susie knows that It takes a little bit of time for my lives. She sets up the time. She's like, yeah, I know how it rolls. Okay, so this is where our little tags are gonna be, so she can pull some fun out. And let's start with these. So I have here a huge amount of stuff. Let me bring, I'm going to use the wishing you the happiest of birthdays. Oh, and when you get this one, this is what I did, by the way. Very useful. So I always put my little magnet sheet in here. And so I organized the dies just exactly as this. So I know where they are. So I know this die is this one, this die is this one, you know, and it has worked wonderfully. Just letting you guys know. That's what I did. Let's see, where is my bigger block? Because that won't fit properly. So let's bring this one. Man, that was noisy. And I want to use the Calypso Coral, or shall I use Old Olive? Let's use Old Olive. I'm pretty sure, you know what? Oh my God, that's such a good idea. I have one here. I had colored them. I have them ready. Here's all my peeps. I am quite exaggerated. You're right. I can put one in here. We'll see, huh? Good idea. I love that one. We're going to add it here in a minute. I'll just figure out what do you think? Using maybe a glue dot. Okay. So I am going to put this one, and again, you guys know already, I can't do anything straight. So I have chosen that when I have something as good as this looks too red. Let me just make sure. Yeah, no, it's stamping well. It's just a little. I'm gonna make it a little bit on the cricket side, and guess what? Then it's not a problem. Easy solutions. I'm a friend of easy solutions. And let's take out disaster from here. Let's see, I don't know why I have those. So I do have one of the little tree trunks that come from the die cuts, and I cut that one. And that was kind of my idea, was to create a kind of a scene, you know. Let's see, where's the other one? I have some trees here, and we can put the trunk. Part of my idea was to bring the hedgehogs here because they're just so freaking cute. I love those guys. They are so cute. I think that your granddaughter is 8, and that's why it works for her. But she's still 4, so I don't think she has concept, like a really good idea of what it is. And I have a ton of these little, and as you can tell, I have different colors. I use the Poppy Parade, a Calypso Coral, and a Cajun Craze, because I thought, you know, mushrooms are not at all the same color, right? And I was thinking, you know, something along those lines. And actually, I wanted to put a couple of trees here too, now that I remember. So we'll do that. What do you guys think? Does it need more? I still have, where's the other? See, that's why I wanted this friend, I guess, because we can put this like so. And then this one and this one like there. Yeah. I'm putting an extra one maybe like there in the middle. And then this one can go in the middle. What do you guys think? Ah, okay. And then we put some of the mushrooms here. Then one in the back. And this one, maybe more there. Where's the red one? I already lost the red one. Come on, guys. Oh, well. And somewhere like that. I like that one in the middle better. I mean, when it looks straight, of course, it'll look better. So we're going to use this one and this one, and we're going to use, of course, glue. So for this, of course, I have to use glue, and I have to bring, like, there's no other way, the silicone. See what I was telling you? Like, I don't know why, it just like flows, and there's this craziness going on in my craft room every time, pretty much. So things I love about these trees is that they're like kids trees, right? It kind of remind me of kids trees made by kids, but you will be able to like really put them together because they fit within their arms, branches, not arms, Maria. Okay, we'll put this one a little separate, a little bit through here. And let's make sure it's straight. And this one needs to go obviously underneath our happy there. You like it? I think that this was, again, this is just such a cute paper. And you're right, Susan, to work with your granddaughter. Oh, she's gonna love it. Yep. It's just so cute because she's already of age to really understand and to really play. That moved a tiny bit. And so there we go. Now let's bring our cute friends. I love these friends, I have to be honest. Oh my God. Okay, this one here. See? It does not dry. I think it just glue doesn't like me. And we're going to put this one in the middle. Okay, and I wish I could have used more, what's the name of that? More dimensionals. I like when scenes have a little bit more dimension, but you know, let's not lie. It's already difficult and it's going to have issues fitting. I can't believe I lost the red one. There's a red one here, at least I found one. I love this red, like this, the Poppy Parade matches really well too with the whole scene, or with the whole paper, not maybe with the scene, but yeah. Okay, my friend here says he needs some extra push, some extra loving. Okay, so, well, since I have glue, I'm gonna use the glue. Since I have it here opened, I'm gonna use this one so it gives it like a happy background. And by the way, I think that paper, it's totally usable for Christmas. That specific one. Do we have another one? Look at it. Like if you look at it with that one with the reds, it has some reds, and yep, it's totally Christmassy. Or maybe I just want Christmas to come or whatever, but I really like it. Bottom line, I really love this. Yeah, you know what? I do have one. I just forget that I have one. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. Oh, well, you can laugh. It's all good. It's all in good fun, huh? I use it sometimes, but the one I have sometimes clogs. And don't get me wrong, I have, look, oops. let me see where my friend is. I have this big long needle. I don't know if you can see it. That's the one I use for all my glue, and yeah, I have it here saved like it's gold because I don't know how to buy in Amazon something like that, you know? Okay, so we're almost done. I'm just going to put a couple of these trees in here. Okay, Maria, don't be stingy with the glue, huh? Really? Okay. And that's just for, to break up the big. Okay, it would be very useful if I put you in my eyesight there, huh? In your camera view. Okay. And that's just for fun. And the last piece, so here we go, we fold, we tie. I told you guys that I would not embarrass myself making these, but don't laugh. I'm watching if you're laughing. Anyways, it doesn't matter. She doesn't care if they're, but I do want to put our ching, our friend there. And so let's see. So these are wobblers. And maybe if it comes off, it'll be cool. It'll be very cool. Eventually. Don't worry, people. Just half. It's fine too. Oh God in heavens, really? Well, I hope it's glue as well. And then we'll put the little fox in the middle-ish. And so we have a wobbly fox. Ding, ding. That is so funny. And then you open, okay, let's move all this because obviously when you open, then you have this first scene you can open, and then you have this one, and it has the little notes in there, and then finally this scene. What do you guys think? Oh my God, I have to say, I'm in love with this thing. I'm not sure if I can give it to her. That's what I think. So maybe my ability is like a 4-year-old, because I am telling you guys, I'm in love with this thingy. Oh, I wanted to use one of these. Have you guys seen these fun flower resins? Oh my God, I love them. They are so cute. And I wanted to put some of the yellow ones, but this one is a little fighting with me because why not? Well, then stay there if you don't want to come. Haha. So just putting in here for fun, because Maria loves flowers. I can't help it. And what do you think? Right there. Okay, so that is the card. I think it's super cute. So again, we fold and fold, and we have the wobbly fox just for fun. Oh, yeah, I am gonna give up. So let me show you the other one I used, that I made. So this was my practice one. So hence, that's where I learned I needed to make a wider area here for the fold. This one has a magnet. And I love it because it's so much easier, right? And so kind of the same idea. Oh, this one is simple in here, because I think that if you give it to somebody, you can personalize this area if you wanted to. Since that one was very specific, I wanted to leave that one. So this one opens like this, and then I use, let me put the cap on the glue, and just like this. Oh my god, I love this. And then kind of the same idea, and it was what I was telling you. This one does not have the second flap because I was practicing and learning, but I did create a gift card holder, and then, you know, this bigger pocket. I just wanted to really show this paper because I'm in love with it. And I just created one of these because I'm still not sure who am I going to give this to. But yeah, this is the other project I did. This was my practice project. But it worked really well. If you want to use magnets, the magnet needs to go on the base card, on this one, because it will close here, right? And then well, I put this one so it looks a little better, but this is where the magnet is too. So it's much easier to close, of course, because it will close shut. And one of the advantages it has is, I think that my little thingy just fell. How not cool. I did use the, oh my god, I forget its name. Well, I gave up. Here it is. The shimmery crystal effect here on, just on this little die cut. So just give it like a little feeling of a cup. So those are the two projects. What you guys think? Did you like it? I do hope you enjoy it. Oh, I'm so glad. Give me a couple minutes so the PDF tutorial is ready, because I have to now take the pictures and, you know, put them in the document and all the good stuff. But it's fun. And like I was thinking, these project in like Shabby Chic, like the one I did last week, Susie knows, I think it will look absolutely gorgeous. Like, just go Shabby Chic all the way. Oh, I can't. I was going to, but then I remembered that her birthday was coming. I'm like, let's make the most out of these, and the paper just works perfect for her. So there you go. That's our project for today. Thank you so much for staying here all this hour. I hope you enjoyed the project. And again, if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, and also subscribe to my channel if you're really interested. Let me move myself out. Yay, I'm here. Hi, I'm back. So a couple of things. Today is the last day to become a demonstrator if you're interested. You like it? That's so cute. I'm so glad. And get all the in color stuff for free. It's, let me see, 90. So it's $190, but you pay $99. I'm so bad at this. But today will be the last day in case you guys are interested. And if you want a new catalog, just let me know. I will gladly send you a free one. And if you have any questions at all, you can always send me an email to maria@mariascraftingcorner.com, and I will be very, very happy to answer any questions. Thank you for being here, Susie and Susan. I appreciate you guys stopping by and sharing with me this hour, and I'm just keep talking and making it too long. So have a blessed rest of your evening, girls, and see you next Tuesday for the live, and see you, if Susan, I will post the next paper pumpkin on Thursday in case you're interested. Okay, well, thank you very much. Have a blessed night, and bye-bye.